Professor Smith. My name is Kim Vanderweijde, and I am a student in your ENC 2210 Technical Communication class, Section AM2. For the oral presentation and FRR project, I analyzed two documents, an adjustment letter and an annual report. After reviewing the documents, following the guidelines of Mike Markel's book, Technical Communications, I have concluded that the adjustment letter is an effective example of technical communications following Markel's criteria, while the annual report meets almost none of Markel's criteria. The Good News adjustment letter is effective for numerous reasons. To begin, it uses appropriate formatting, communicates correctly, projects a you attitude, avoids cliches, and communicates honestly. The author's tone remains positive throughout the letter and expresses regret, but is able to offer acceptable adjustments. Also, the letter shows proper formatting by following all of the required elements Markel proposes. The letter overall expresses a lot of concern for the customer and puts forth a very organized and professional letter. The only change I would suggest is putting the reader's name or title above the inside address. Aside from that, however, I would not make any changes. The second document, on the other hand, an annual report, follows almost none of Markel's guidelines. First, it doesn't follow Chapter 11's guide for correct and effective writing. The paragraph fails to be clear and specific. For example, there was no reasoning behind why sales had depleted. There is also no clarity, with most of the sentences lacking any coherentness altogether. The author also needs to fix the extensive grammatical and mechanical errors that he has throughout the document. Also, the document lacks an effective design. The paragraph was interrupted by the pie chart, which makes the document very confusing to begin with. There is no effective use of the page or any white space. The spacing is also inconsistent. The last element I analyzed was creating effective graphics. The pie chart, which was the only graphical element in this document, is no better than the text. First, I don't believe a pie chart is an effective graphic at all for the comparison of monthly sales. There are too many slices, which gives a cluttered appearance to the chart. The colors used are at times not distinguishable from each other. The author should use bold colors which do not resemble each other. Also, the pie chart should be two-dimensional instead of three-dimensional. The added graphic of the man with the money is also very distracting and unprofessional. Overall, the second document has failed to meet Markel's standards. My recommendations are that the author start over and reorganize his or her thoughts. The document needs more clarity, organization, and thought. So this is my progress so far on my FRR project. I look forward to finishing it this weekend. Thank you so much for your time.